Hello and welcome to the Flexline Media coverage of the 2022 Christchurch Fling presented by Two Tracks Contracting. My name is Chris Hoopmann and I'm joined today by Brady Kuech. Thanks for joining us today, Brady. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, super excited to be back in the Garden City. I wasn't able to make it down to the event, so coming in a little bit blind, but I've played this track before, so looking forward to the coverage.
Yeah, I think we had you on coverage for the Fling last year, so it's becoming a bit of a tradition to have you down here and taking a look. And let's take a look at the players.
Yeah, Mckinstry's out the front, overall -4. Kana just won the Thermal Throwdown in October, 6 other top 10 finishes in 2022. Watkinson, 2 down overall. He's the NZ champ, won Fault Line in November, 13 top 10 finishes in 2002.
Playing so well. We've also got Jasper. He came third in the Wahitapu. He's had 5 other top 10 finishes this year. And Mikey Yu, he came in second in the Wahitapu, and he's had 11 other top 10 finishes this year. 4 wins, including Paradise Place.
Nice. Let's get it off. Hole 1, par 3, 90 meters. Plays the same as before, just straight up the guts, I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so there is this tree gap, which you can either go through the middle of or do a flex line around the outside. And then the basket's on the top of this mound, protected by this bush. So it's a pretty tricky starting hole. It did play .12 over par, so right on par. Got Connor up first. Oh, he's actually taking the flex right out of play.
Yeah, just straight hyzer from Kana. It must be a DD3 maybe.
Great show.
And that's a good way to start your tournament. Or start your final round, I should say. This is the final round coverage. if you missed that out the gate.
Jay with the flex line.
Oh,
coming back.
That is beautiful. Already we've seen 2 different approaches, so maybe that's sign of things to come for this round. Bit of power from Connor, a bit of touch from Jay.
Yeah, North Island, South Island battle. Here's Jasper, also Christchurch. Little early.
Tickling those trees, but he'll still have a good look. Everyone's up in the green.
Putt for circle. Mikey Yu looking up top.
Using the smallest amount of the tee pad, but it didn't help him much because he's hit that first available, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's see if he can make his upshot.
Ooh, a little bit weak. He's going to be blocked off with that bush.
Yeah, course is not with him today so far. Let's see if Jay's just money from edge of circle.
Oh, just short.
Nerves, final round, trying to chase down Kana maybe?
Could be. Oh, Jasper doesn't have the nerves. That's a great putt. This was the obviously first and only filmed round of the Fling. We weren't able to film the first day. So these players obviously might be feeling a little bit nervous with the camera crew around. But, I mean, they're all seasoned players. They've been in coverage before. As we see, great putt from Mikey to make that par.
Yeah, great straddle from him. He's probably used to that playing down in Christchurch in the Gardens. So, yeah, straddles are no easy thing. Here should be that tap in for Kana for birdie to get us started.
No problems there.
Interesting to see the direct putting out of Kana, like very spinny like Jay, but the other 2 are more of that like pitch putt out of Jasper and Mikey.
For sure. Hole 2, this one's just straight in front. There's a low ceiling as you get close to the basket. The entire right side is a line of trees, so players going to want to keep it straight. You could also maybe do a forehand hyzer around the trees and come in late.
These conditions look mint.
Yeah, it was a beautiful weekend. Very much opposite previous Fling years, which have been torrential rain and just absolutely horrible. But yeah, lovely weekend.
Looks like an MD1 maybe out of Kana. He's one of the Discmania 1 and 4, so congratulations to him.
Jasper going with the forehand, as mentioned, just taking the trees out of the equation and dropping it right in the circle. Gone a bit long, actually.
Bit of a comebacker, but it shouldn't be too much trouble for him. Jay looking to follow suit.
Jay's got a silky smooth forehand.
Super wide, though.
It's going to be hoping for a bit of ground play. The ground is actually a little bit longer, the grass, than perhaps these players would want. The maintenance of Ascot is pretty random. Sometimes the grass can be up to your knees, and sometimes it can be freshly mowed and really, really skippy. But this is a pretty good happy medium, I think.
Yeah, Mikey Yu showing the forehand how it's done. Flickmaster Mike is what they call him. Here's Jay from edge of circle.
Oh, makes up for hole 1 with a great edge of circle putt.
Money, yeah. He throws spinners with those Lunas, and he's just so dialed. I love just how clean his release is.
Yeah, this hole did play quite easy. Half a stroke under par for the MPO field. Whew,
Yeah, I was
another
going to say, a must-get for this lead
for sure.
card.
Connor pushing it out to 5 strokes over Jay. Oh, just low from Mikey.
Donk, that is not the good sound you want to hear when putting. Will that put the fear into Jasper?
Oh, that was cruel. Little bit weak side.
That's 2 for 2. So, yeah, like you got Jay and Kana who are going to can start pulling away if these other two start leaking strokes like this.
Yeah, definitely. Onto hole 3, 101 meters, par 3. Quite a technical one here. You got to essentially hit this gap of the poplars you can see just over the hill. The drop zone is on the other side of the hill, and then it's a sharp right-hand turn into the green. So it's pretty much a 4-hand mandatory hole here. There actually is a mando to get around the corner. But yeah, you're not going to get there with a turnover right-hand throw, even though that is what Connor's throwing, but I think he's just laying up.
Yeah, Kana doesn't really have a forehand. He's been working on it a little bit this year. So yeah, he's probably just playing safe to pitch around the corner.
Yeah, Dave Rose, the tournament director, is a forehand pretty much predominant thrower, so a lot of lefties / forehand favorite holes here.
Just hitting that poplar, that would have put him inside the circle for probably an easy birdie for Jay.
Oh, good pop out of that for Jasper. Can it beat the poplar? No.
Lead card 0, poplar 2.
Yeah, this is a really tricky hole, even though it played just around par. I guess once
Mikey's clean.
That's great from Mikey. Forehand specialist. There you go. But now there's this tree in the way. So a lot of hazards on this hole. I guess once you are close enough, you can just pitch up easily for a par, which is what we see Connor doing here. So that's probably the reason why it sits around par. It's an easy par.
But I would also think you could leak bogeys by hitting poplars going OP,
sure.
or like where Mikey is with that push in the way.
Big throw in.
Oh, let's go. Jasper on the floaty backhand, nose up spinner.
Just missing that light pole on the disc shot replay. How good.
Top shelf. Great shot, Jasper.
There you go. All you have to do is get yourself in position. Open look.
Yeah, screw being inside the circle.
Yeah.
Clearly not Jasper's forte. Oh, look at the love. There you go, Jasper.
I don't think he should have hugged the basket. He should have given himself a high five. That was all Jasper.
Caught hot right.
Yeah. Little stepper from Jay. That's fine.
Yep. Little layup, didn't leak too much, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, Mikey's faced with a giant bush. Gonna try and toss it over. Oh. Tossed it in.
2 meter rule wasn't in effect, was it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. Oh, that might have been 2 meters.
I love that Mikey is still short enough to still see under the bush.
And these guys are just all going to tap it in. And Jasper with the lone birdie. There wouldn't be many birdies on this one.
No, not really. And that stroke's on folks, so that stroke's on the rest of the card. Here we go. Hole 4, par 3, 112 meters. As you can see, it's pretty much straight ahead. You do have some trees guarding the right-hand side of the fairway, so the idea of like the turnover to go left from right, or again, that forehand hole. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, there's not too many hazards on this one. Just keep out of the trees and don't go too long as well.
Smoosh.
Yeah, that is incredible.
That looks like it was the throw.
That was on a laser line.
Yeah,
Perfect
Mikey said
turnover.
it best. That looks like it was the throw.
Yeah.
That perfect left to right drift, perfect stability and angle on this disc, and the follow flight. Settles up nicely for what should be a tap-in birdie for Jasper. Let's go 2 for 2. Get that birdie train going.
For sure. Great start. This looks a bit high from Connor. Started turning a bit too soon. called 4. If it didn't hit the trees, I think it might have leaked into the other fairway. But that should be an easy pitch up for his par.
He's done it again.
Jasper calling that he's done it again.
Did it? Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, I didn't want to put turn on that, but...
Oh, interesting. Didn't trust it out there with the forehand, but it came back, and that's in a great spot for Jay.
He's parked. Mikey looks like he sawed it off. No, good
Ooh,
flip
it's
on
holding.
Very yummy.
Oh, beautiful. 3 excellent drives. Lead card showing us how it's played.
it. Yep, that's the one.
But our leader is the one that leaked early. So he's going to be dropping a stroke to the rest of the card here.
Oh, geez, 3 tap-ins. Yeah, Connor's not going to like to see that leaking one back. Don't really want to be giving Jay any momentum this year.
Yeah, so Jay's going to, we hope, going to go to 5 under. So clawing a couple of strokes back here.
Oh, did like they have to step it out?
Oh, CTP?
Yeah, so interesting. I think Jasper putted first. Sorry. Yeah, Jasper putted first and was closer even even though he got the CTP. But oh well. Mikey was very gracious and let him get away with that.
Courtesy violation to
Yeah.
Jasper.
Pretty chill about that here. So hole 5, par 3, 108 meters. This one's very interesting because you're going to see 2 fairway lines. This is the right-hand side, which has a very low ceiling gap that you have to then skip around to the left over through these this seating area. But a lot of players identify that you can actually go over the left-hand side and throw a big forehand or turnover into the open area that has no high ceiling. But you just have to make sure that your disc cuts back into the right because this path that you see here is OB. So 2 fairways, 2 options that, I don't know, if you're either feeling safe, you might want to go to the right. And if you want to toy with that OB and trust the wind, maybe you can go for the right. And we see Jasper here going with the forehand out to the left.
Clearly, Dave and Flexline were thinking everyone was going to use the right-hand side based on where those flags have been placed.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure if this one was identified pre-tournament as a potential route, but it was a popular line on the day. Unfortunately, both Jasper and Jay getting caught up in those trees. So
Yeah, that's the problem with these like made-up lines, that typically they don't have a fairway underneath if you end up short.
Mikey also catching that. So they're all in that rough there. But then we see Connor.
Connor's like, screw this.
Well, maybe some... oh, he's going a bit higher there. Interesting. Using the full width of the fairway, and he cut a bit of that tree and fell short. But interesting, Connor going the safe way, completely taking the OB out of question and playing out in the open. That's a pretty, sensible move as the leader here.
Yeah, so yeah, it should be easy 3 for him. You do have the guys trying to push and catch up who are clearly in the rubbish.
So this is Jay, and that is a phenomenal scramble.
That's nuts. Forehand with a zone, maybe?
I don't know, but that was great. I think we've got Jasper here.
I love that you film this and you think that you're identifying the guys in the bushes.
I actually think that was Mikey.
Okay,
this is
that must have
Jasper.
been Mikey, so here's Jasper.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
Looks like he's playing doggy golf, a little rough to rough there.
Yeah. This one kind of chewed them up.
Good stall shot.
Yeah, Sky Annie.
Short, that's outside circle.
Yeah.
Jasper with not much of a better stance.
And didn't really get that around. Fought out of
Also
it.
just outside circle.
He'll have an open look, but these are long putts to try and save bogey. That's going to hurt, Mikey.
Yep, there's leaking one to Kana. Here's Jasper.
Oh, getting chains, but just left.
Maybe should have just thrown it in, like none of this putting business.
And there we go. The card put pressure on Connor, and now he's walking away with a par, which looks good. We are going to see Jay scramble in an excellent par, though.
Yeah, so Jay's still keeping himself in the hunt here. He's 4 down. Connor's out the front at 8 down. Jasper takes a double bogey, so he drops to 2 under. Another double bogey for Mikey, goes to +1. So yeah, they're starting to leak and fall back of our 2 leaders here.
Hole 6, par 3, 98 metres. This line of poplars right off the tee on the right-hand side, which you have to get out and around, and then the fairway turns sharp right into this protected green. So we're going to see forehands or maybe some big turnovers. I'm guessing Connor's going to throw a turnover, probably an MD3. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Dogleg.
Yep, using the full tee pad to stay away from those poplars. High forehand from Jay.
This one might be a little bit too right. Oh,
No, I like
he'll have a
it.
look. Yeah.
Yeah, he's short of those guardian trees on the basket, so he should actually have an open look.
And there we go. The turnover from Connor. Really high. Super high. It's still going. And he's parked
What?
hole 7 of the normal course.
Yeah, I was going to say, that basket looked a little different.
Yeah, that basket is not in play. Connor's gone about 25 metres long. Oh,
Okay.
nice little roller.
Yeah, edge of circle for Jasper.
Yeah.
That's a look.
And the Flickmeister Mikey.
Great.
Oh,
Too straight out
yeah.
the hand, he says.
I think that's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I hate being circle's edge on these
Yeah.
shorter holes. It's kind of the worst.
Connor probably hates being circle 3 long.
Oh, almost cashes it.
Low
Yeah.
ceiling, though, for Mikey. It's going to make it tricky. Because he's got a pretty floaty putt.
Hey! I can
Doesn't-
spin it if I want to.
That was a great putt.
Good release,
Yeah,
straight at
yeah.
it. Full spin the whole way. Absolute great putt by Mikey. Well done. It's good for him to get that back. You know, like he's been kind of a quiet start, those 3 pars and the double bogey. So yeah, it's good to get back on the board.
Ooh.
Top shelf.
Another good putt.
That's a lot of green. Jasper's definitely getting the birdies. Just got to keep those bogeys away.
Yeah, he's chipping on Jaden, actually. Only one down at the moment, especially now. Jaden missing that putt.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a good little battle. If Jay's not careful, Jasper might come up and sneak away that second place from him. Let's go into hole 7, par 3, 102 meters. Basically, it should just be straight up over the top, coming down into, the well-protected basket under the willow. So yeah, it's basically navigating the wind, which doesn't look like it's been playing too bad this time. And so yeah, just kind of picking that spot in the sky and getting it right.
Beautiful turnover line from Jasper.
Pretty good.
Just has to hit the willows and fall down.
Hit the willows and maybe punch in.
Yep, using the willows as a backstop, it's a great play.
Front stop.
We're not used to that. North Island has a lot
Yeah.
of like totras and pines, so we can't quite play this like backstop of
Oh.
like throw into it. Get through?
That looked great from Mikey.
Did it hit that tree or did it go
And it is great.
good?
Wide open putt. I
Yeah.
think that's great for me.
A little bit tighter from Jay. Falls a bit short. He may have a curtain to deal with.
Yep, gonna be probably an Anheuser spin out of him. Yeah, that's is the
Ooh.
line I was expecting. High right, let it cut in front of the opening,
Wait.
or hit the opening and drop inside the circle.
Perfect.
Yep, absolutely great.
Oh, Jay's much shorter than I thought. He might just have to pitch up. Yeah. He tried to punch through.
I
but
do
it's
like
just
that. He's like,
too-
here's this little
Yeah.
window. Kana to get one more stroke into the lead. Let's go.
Nice. Pulling away now. 5 over. 5 over Jay. And this might tie up Jasper and Jay.
Let's not count chickens. Yes. Now we have the tie-up of Jasper and Jay. I didn't want to, like, we've done
Man.
that no commentary curse of, like, yeah, we're going to make it.
Apart from that double bogey, Jasper's playing really nice. That's a lot of green.
Yep.
Here we go, onto the big hole 8. Although it's not as big as it's previously been. This is a par 4, previously a par 5, 212 meters. It just snakes through You have to go around the left into this landing zone. There is a Mando on the right-hand side to keep you in the fairway. Then it goes back left, and then it goes straight ahead, down probably about 100-meter fairway to the basket. So really tricky one this year. I mean, just play it how you've always played it and pretend that it's a par 5, and you're feeling good, I think.
Yeah, probably. Because then, yeah, you card a 4, you get a birdie.
Yeah.
Man, this hole was hard enough when it was a par 5. It's a par 4 now?
Mm-hmm.
And he shortened it by what, maybe 15 meters?
I don't even know if he shortened it. Wow, that was huge from Jasper.
Monster shot, but he's totally out of position, being way off to the right.
Yeah, he's super on the right. Didn't go past the Mando, though, so he'll be teeing off... Oh, his second shot will be just further than the drop zone. That's fine from Mikey.
Yeah, that's a good landing zone. He can probably even take another forehand around that second corner. Con is probably going to have the most trouble. It's got to hold and sit.
Late turn, but decent height. Oh,
maybe
and
not.
that's going to be out of bounds, Mr. Mando. So he'll be heading to the drop zone.
Yeah, I know he's added a lot of distance this year, so yeah, he kind of just leaked a little long.
And the complete different line here from Jay. So he's opted to go the backhand over the OB. And he's landed a bit further right than you'd probably want, but actually it'll open up a straight line to the gap. So maybe he can approach it with a forehand like Mikey's doing here.
Miss it.
And he's going wide over the OB drain. And he's landed just inside the fairway, so that's good.
Safe there.
And here we have Jay going with the forehand as well. This is just pure positional. He's laying up in the gap. He's going to have a straight throw to the basket.
Absolutely perfect play by Jay. I like the outside the box thinking. You can see why he's won so many events this year.
He's super happy with the par here. Which, I mean, would be getting a birdie in any other day.
Yeah, Jasper does the same thing. Let's just make the corner.
This is going to be tricky for Connor.
Let's see if he can keep his cool. Like this will kind of be the first real mistake out of Connor.
So high. He's going to have to trust this comes back. Ooh.
Oh,
that's
going to be close.
Annoying little skip. It's not the fence line. It's actually the drainage ditch.
Okay. Because, I didn't see any little, like indicator saying he went OB, so... 1, 2, 3. Yep, inside the circle for par. That's absolutely perfect out of Jay.
Yeah, par on this hole is getting strokes on many. This was the hardest hole of the tournament, played 1.12 strokes over par. Ooh.
Gets through.
Wow.
Yeah, sneaky out of Jasper, but yeah, he'll have an easy drop in for par.
So this is for saving par, I believe, with the OB
but that's
stroke.
High.
And that's going to fall long left. So this is going to be maybe a 15-meter putt.
I mean, I know they call him the champ. Yeah, he's won a couple events now. He's out to lead here, but he doesn't want to lead too many strokes here in the front 9 with, like Jay kind of nipping at his heels.
And now everyone's made their upshots. This hole actually had 0 birdies all tournament. 0 birdie hole. And it was tough for some people. Had a lot of blowouts, and Connor's having a bit of a struggle here as well, our leader. It's a great par.
Yep, clean. As much as there's not a lot of birdies on Jay's card, there's also not a lot of bogeys. So he may not be making the most of the opportunities here with a double bogey out of Connor, but he's still keeping himself in the hunt.
Yeah, for sure. He's 3 strokes out now with Connor going to -7. That's a great par from Mikey as well.
I'll take it.
Sneaky par. Played it really, really simple, but played it well. And same for Jasper. Wow. Actually seeing some great golf by our lead card.
Let's go to hole 9, par 3, 99 meters. Once again, throwing up and over. Like we talked about before, this course can get a little wild when it's not maintained. So yeah, if you can navigate the fairway, stay out of the trees, and it looks like we have another backstop. So there is that low ceiling approaching the basket, but it also might, hit and sit to give you the birdie look.
Yeah, there's also an OB pond on the left underneath that big willow tree. So if you leak left, like Jasper has.
Was that commentary curse there, Chris? Talking about the OB and then Jasper just throws straight into it?
It might be some inside information.
Oh, okay. Mikey straight at it. Wants it to flip.
Does not, though. So he'll be leaking into the right side, which is kind of like a little bit blackberry, thorny, so that's not fun. Although I will say that the Christchurch Disc Golf Club did a working bee just before this tournament, and the course was looking great.
Yep, that line looks much better.
But, okay, yeah, came down all right.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's the look. That could potentially be one on Kana. Puts the pressure back on Champ. Straight at it, too.
Might leak a little bit left, yeah. A lot, actually.
Whoa.
That's a stable disc.
Mikey said it, you know, it's a safe shot, but man, that is not where you want to be, especially with Jay being parked. But they probably don't know that off the tee.
Exactly, it's a blind hole.
Jasper scramble mode.
Getting a lot of that willow.
What? Was that like a little springboard action? Did it see you bounce it back out of the woods?
Maybe. It could have popped off like a vine, like a blackberry vine, just boing. Mikey's been throwing these low ceiling putts quite well, but that was a little bit weak and left.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it going to be like winner, winner, spinner, dinner? Not this time for Mikey. Here's Kana well outside circle two.
Not a bad stab, honestly.
Not good stab.
Jasper to save par. Oh, and that's super weak. He won't be happy with that.
Meow.
Yeah. He's had a few low this round.
Okay, here's a stroke.
It's definitely Jasper's miss today. But this is Jaden's to make, and he gets the birdie. Putting some pressure on Connor.
Clean front nine, 3 down.
Yep.
What you want.
Two strokes away now.
Yep, Mikey takes a par. So that's 3 birdies for him as well. Just that little double bogey in the middle.
Mikey has a really high standard for himself, so I know he still probably won't be feeling great about that.
Yep, parred around out the front nine for our leader, Connor. Finishes at 7 under. Jasper takes the unfortunate bogey. Tried to scramble there. Came up a little short. Finishes at 3 under for the front nine.
So as our lead card bake in the Christchurch heat, we wrap up the front nine of this final round, and there's a bit of a battle going on.
Yeah, it's a little quiet. Not a lot of birdie looks. Not a lot of birdie putts being made. So yeah, let's see if they can kind of heat up here going into the back nine.
Yeah, Jaden definitely with the hot round so far at 3 under par. And we see our lead card kind of staying as it is. We also have Dylan Dedmond Nahiwi in 5th, which he's kind of creeping up a bit as well, which should be exciting. Thanks so much for watching this front nine, and we'll see you very soon for the back nine.
Catch ya.